Well, we are finally ready to get underway here in Alexandria. Huston-Tillotson and the Generals squaring off in a Red River Athletic Conference doubleheader. We'll take a look at the lineups after this throwdown here from Maddie Baker. Leading off the shortstop, number 12, Gracia Bazaldua. For the Rams, it's Gracia Bazaldua, Bella Roblero, Alili Alanes, Emily Ruiz, Nina Cavazos, Aaliyah Resendez, Kayla Camacho, Emily Wainert, and Aiden Johnson. Defensively for the Generals, over at first, it's Jillian Howell. At second, it's Molly Sistrunk. At third, it's Yulia Quackernack, the shortstop, Haley Fontenot. Left to right across the outfield, it's Camille Lightfoot, Caitlin Dunbar, and Kylie Moody. Behind the plate, Maddie Baker. And in the circle, Alyssa Swallow. Swallow on the season, 14 games, 13 starts. 3 complete games, 2 shutouts as that bunt is fouled off. 64 in a third inning. She struck out 30. Has an ERA of 3.48 and a win-loss record of 10-0. The freshman from New Iberia, Louisiana, doing some heavy lifting for the Generals this year. Normally the Game 2 starter, but taking to the rubber in Game 1. 0-2 count is fouled away. Bazaldua hitting .240 on the season. She scored 3 times, driven in a pair. On-base percentage of .321. Swallow misses high. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Roblero waits on deck. Flip change, call the ball, 2-2. Trent Partridge and I discussed that pitch earlier today. 2-2 gets her to go upstairs for out number 1. 0-0 the center fielder, Bella Roblero. So here's Roblero. And for those of you who do not know, I do play-by-play and PA as well as stats at the Generals home games. So you get to hear a little bit of both. Over for a strike from Swallow, 0-1. The Generals took 2 from Houston Victoria yesterday. Swallow got the start in Game 2 of that one. Bunt is down and foul. Caitlin Dunbar in game number 1 drove in 6 runs for the Generals. A 3-run home run and then a bases clearing double an inning later. Here's the 0-2 towards second. Sistrunk fields, fires for out number 2. The left fielder, number 15, Alili Alanes. Alanes on the season leading the Rams with an average of .426, a pair of home runs and 7 batted in, an on-base percentage of .460. And a soft line drive behind the bag. That'll be down for a single. And second baseman, number 5, Emily Ruiz. A Texas League single for Alanes. Like I said yesterday, quoting Crash Davis, 1 more of those a week gets you from about a .260 hitter to a .300 hitter. And that's over for a strike, 0-1. Thought about chasing after the high stuff, but held off. Ruiz hitting .262 on the season. 2-1. In the air to center, and Dunbar's there. For out number 3, the Rams. Strand 1. It's Fontenot, Dunbar, Baker due up in the bottom of the first when we return. Bottom of the first inning, Fontenot to start things off. Hitting .429 on the year. 3 home runs and 22 batted in. Defensively for the Rams, over at first, it's Wainert. Second's Ruiz. Cavazos is at third. The shortstop, Bazaldua, left to right across the outfield. You have Alanes, Revalero, and in right, Johnson. Behind the dish is Camacho, and in the circle, Camacho is in the circle. Resendez is behind the plate. That one's low. 1-1 the count. Camacho on the season, 3-6, 12 appearances, 9 starts, 8 complete games, 65 innings of work. She struck out 47 opposing hitters with an average of .378 against her and an ERA of 8.94. Into center field. Revalero is there for out number 1. Center fielder number 15, Caitlin Dunbar. First pitch to Dunbar through the left side. And that is gonna get past Alanes. Dunbar gonna advance all the way to third on the error. Catcher number 38, Maddie Baker. First pitch to Baker. Soft liner to left. That one skips in front of Alanes. The throw, not in time. Dunbar scores. Nushlan nummer 18, Julia Kwakernak. So it's a 1-0 game already. First one's over for a called strike. Baker drives in the first one. Kwakernak hitting .452, 9 home runs and 36 batted in, a .505 average and a slugging percentage of .860. It's 1-1, Camacho misses. Inside corner, a strike, 1 and 2. Oh, excuse me, it's 2 and 1. Struck well to right. That is going to be off the scoreboard for a 2-run home run. It is 3-0. The designated player, number 7, Haley Primrose. Now everything's earned with the home run. It's upstairs 1-0. Primrose hitting .380. 3 home runs and 27 batted in, an on-base percentage of .446, slugging .620. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Primrose, the designated player here in game 1. 3-0, misses upstairs. And it's a 4-pitch walk for Primrose. The right fielder, number 60, Kylie Moody. And here comes Moody as Resendez goes out to have a chat with her battery mate. Moody hitting .394 on the year, 21 batted in, on-base percentage of .445, and slugging .485, 7 doubles, 1 triple for the Generals right fielder. Camacho misses up high. A short bench for the Rams. Just 2 reserves. Primrose going, and she'll be in. Got a good read on that pitch. Able to see it down and swipe second. Line drive down the left field line. Alana's not going to get there. Primrose is going to come around and score. Moody's going to be into second with a stand-up double. First baseman, number 19, Jillian Howell. It's a 1-0 count on Howell. On the corner, 1-1. Liner to short. That's over the glove of Basel Duop. And it is a single for Howell. Moody advances. Second base for number 25, Molly Sistrunk. Check swing, gonna say she did go around. So it's an 0-1 count. Sistrunk down 0-2. Comes in hitting .306, 3 big flies, 15 batted in. It's outside, ball 1. Just misses 2-2. Three balls and 2 strikes. After falling behind 0-2, Sistrunk has battled back. And Sistrunk works the walk. Bases loaded now. The left fielder, number 32, Camille Lightfoot. As Lightfoot stands in, the Generals already down to the number 9 hitter. Still just 1 out. Fontenot waits on deck. Outside corner, a called strike. Lightfoot 340 on the year, 4 home runs and 10 batted in, 410 on base percentage, and a slugging percentage of .660 coming in. She had a 2-run home run in last night's game 2. There isn't a spot in this Generals lineup that is a week out. Every single hitter can do some damage. Speaking of damage, Lightfoot in a left, diving Alana is not going to get there. Moody's going to score. Howell's going to score. It's 6-0. The shortstop, number 17, Haley Fontenot. So it's back to the top of the lineup for Fontenot. She is 0 for 1. The only out recorded so far. First pitch misses. That one is off the backstop, off the top of the facade there. It caromed up. Resendez was able to camp under it. And is a 2-ball, no strike count on Fontenot. That one misses down, 3-0. Camacho in danger of walking the bases loaded again. Second and third when she walked Sistrunk, and Fontenot will draw the walk to load him. Center fielder, number 15, Caitlin Dunbar. Dunbar 1 for 1, singled, got all the way over to third on an error. Scored on Baker's single. And then Quackernack homered anyway to force that run to be earned. One and one the count. Wind has picked up a little bit here. One and two. The count on Dunbar. She fouls that one off the screen. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Dunbar goes down by way of the K for out number 2. The catcher, number 38, Maddie Baker. So with the sacks full, Baker stands in. Dugout singing along to her walk-up song. First pitch pumped over, first strike. The 0-1. Skips in. Resendez blocks it. Prevents anybody from moving up. Not a whole lot of foul territory anyway, though, behind home plate. But I have seen most runners from third when playing games at this park. They'll take the chance to try to get there. See if they can catch an awkward carom off of the padding. Here's the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. 39 pitches on the inning, 17 strikes for Camacho. That pitch count up a bit higher than you want to see here in the first inning. This is the 12th hitter for the Generals. And it's a bases-loaded walk. Nushan numéro 18, Julia Quackernack. Mixing in a little Dutch here over the PA. That one misses high. Already one home run for her in the inning. Call the strike, 1-1. That one upstairs, 2 balls and a strike. Macho not wanting to give Quackernack anything to hit here. But again, there isn't a spot in this Generals lineup where I would feel comfortable in the circle. Certainly not with Primrose on deck. 3-1 to Quackernack. Catches the corner. Quack thought she might have had ball 4. Quick to let go of that bat. So it's a 3-2 count with 2 outs. 7 in on the inning. And she'll take ball 4. And the Generals are going to score an extra one. And another's going to come around to score. And Quackernack's going to end up at third. The designated player, number 7, Haley Primrose. So it is 10-0. Huston-Tillotson's committed 3 errors on the inning. Upstairs, 2-0. A 10-run first inning. The digit on the scoreboard has worked itself back to 0. Now 3-0. And in the dirt, ball 4. So it's runners on the corners. The right fielder, number 60, Kylie Moody. And that is up the middle for a single. Quackernack scores. The run will count. Primrose out at third. And it's 11-0. We'll head to the top of the second when we come back. So top of the second inning, Cavazos leads things off after an 11-run first inning. And we have a rescinding of an error. The Rams have just 2 errors. So the Generals scored 11 runs on 7 hits. As this is shallow left down the line. It'll fall in no man's land. So it'll be a single. Catcher number 22, Aaliyah Resendez. That's a 1-0 count on the Rams catcher. So officially now, just the error in left on Dunbar's single, and then a throwing error charged to Camacho, the pitcher. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Rams with their second hit of the day to lead off this inning. And it's 3-1 count. Resendez hitting .226 on the year. That one's over for a called strike, 3-2. After the high stuff, stung down the left field line, but foul. So Resendez will come back and reset for the payoff pitch. And it'll be ball 4. Resendez works the walk. Pitcher number 23, Kayla Camacho. Swallow looks in and delivers. Camacho trying to get the bunt down. And it'll go foul as Swallow hops over it. Nice veteran play there from the freshman, Alyssa Swallow. Not quite Dave Winfield blowing the ball into foul territory for the Yankees, but a nice veteran play as Camacho goes around there. It's 0-2. One and 2 the count. In the air, left field, light foot, battling the sun, not going to get it. Well, we'll mark it in error for now, but that's going to be one we're going to double check on. First base for number 25, Emily Wainert. Looked like she might have been battling the sun. One and all the count. 2-0, Swallow struggling a bit to find the strike zone here in inning number 2. She did have to sit for quite a while the Generals sent almost 18 to the plate in inning number 1. It's 3-0 on Wainert. Aiden Johnson waits on deck. One's over for strike 3-1. Wainert with bright pink batting gloves. 3-1's fouled off over in front of the Generals dugout. Got a little shine to him as well off the Franklin logo. Check swing. They're going to say she went, so that is strike 3. And now we've got runners caught in a pickle. Oh, chaos unfolding here in Alexandria. Technically, if it hits her, it is a dead ball, and I think it might have. So it should still be strike 3. But the ball has got to be dead. Umpire having a discussion. Ooh. Home plate umpire saying it hit him first. The field umpire made the call that she went around on the check swing. So that was strike 3. The runners were attempting to advance on what they thought to be a hit by pitch. There was no dead ball signal from the home plate umpire. So now we're waiting to see just where the runners are going to end up. So we are going to have, it sounds like, a swinging strikeout, and the runners will stay where they are. Which is the correct call. So there will be one out in the inning. The right fielder, number 11, Aiden Johnson. Because even though it's a strike 3 swinging, the ball still hits the batter. And because it went to the check swing, just chaos, really. Umpire is able to sort it out, and it's bases loaded with one out. As a statistician, a little grateful that they put everybody back on base as it's 6-4. 3 twin killing. That means I didn't have to track that run down overly hard. And that will end the inning. They leave 2 stranded. It's Howell, Sistrunk, Lightfoot due up when we return. So here is Jillian Howell to start things off in the top of the second inning. And she swings and misses at an off-speed pitch. Pulled the string on her there. Been a busy weekend around LSUA athletics. Tennis had a couple matches. Baseball playing Texarkana today at 4 p.m. Swing and a miss there from Howell. I will be on the call for that one as well. And softball, of course, with a doubleheader here against Huston-Tillotson. Yesterday it was UHV for softball. Now the 0-2 from Camacho. Stays away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two balls and 2 strikes as Camacho misses high. It's 3-2. Full count to Howell. Yeah, that's ball 4. Tried to catch the outside corner. Second baseman, number 25, Molly Sistrunk. That one is low. And it's 2-0. Camacho checking the wristband. Pitch number 61, inside corner. Lightfoot waits on deck. Shallow left center. Into the triangle, and it's dropped. Howell is going to be out. She started retreating. That'll bring up Lightfoot. The left fielder, number 32, Camille Lightfoot. Fouled away. Oh, and 1 the count on Lightfoot. Sistrunk going, and Lightfoot fouls it off the screen. No ball, 2 strike count. The 0-2. Misses outside, tried to extend the zone. Runner going, the throw. It got away, so Sistrunk in with a stolen base. And a 2-2 count on Lightfoot. Swing and a miss. Lightfoot down by way of the K for out number 2, and it's back to the top of the order for the shortstop, number 17, Haley Fontenot. We are currently forming battle lines against a Wasp here in the dugout as Sistrunk advances on a wild pitch. It's a 1-0 count on Fontenot. There's always something going on up here in the press box. Two and 0. Back to the same spot. Here's the 2-0. On the ground, fair ball, the throw off the bag. Center fielder number 15, Caitlin Dunbar. It is now 12-0. Fontenot going. And credit her with a stolen base. So it's 1-0. Two and 0. 72 pitches now for Camacho. 28 of them strikes. Well below that 50% mark. 2-0 from Dunbar. To Dunbar is fouled away. Dunbar sitting on a dead red pitch there and just missed it. The 2-1. Misses low. 3 balls and a strike. That'll be through the left side. Fontenot's going to hold it third. 2-out single from Dunbar. The catcher, number 38, Maddie Baker. Soft liner left and down. Nushlan, Numer Aktin, Yulia Quackernack. And that'll bring up Quackernack with 2 down and 2 in on the inning. Inside corner, a strike 0-1. Quackernack already with a home run in this one. Put it off the scoreboard in her first at-bat. Reminiscent of Mo Vaughn hitting the scoreboard in Shea Stadium. Here's the 0-1. It's 1-1. I did see now, I'm going to wonder how long it's going to take to trickle down to college, but the New York Yankees debuted some new bats on opening day. As this is sliced through the right side in right center field. Dunbar coming around. Quackernack's going to be in safely. And coming home is Baker. The designated player, number 7, Haley Primrose. It is 15-0. That goes down as an RBI single for Quackernack, but not 2, just the 1. Over for a strike, 1-1. That one hit loudly out of play. Right back at us. It stays 1-2. In the dirt, and it kicks way away. Quackernack up to third on the wild pitch. Here's the deuce to Prim. Into the gap in right center. That'll be at least a single. Quackernack's around a score. Prim going standing up to second with an RBI double. The right fielder, number 60, Kylie Moody. It is 16-0. 5 runs across in this inning. After 11 in the first. Chop foul. The semi-good news for Camacho is that after the error with 2 outs, everything's unearned now. That one misses down. 1 ball, 1 strike on Moody. We ended up rescinding Riley Joe Terrio's error from yesterday. After much consternation from Tyler Unsicker, the director of athletics. He threatened to fire me, actually, if I didn't change it. 2-1 the count on Moody. But no, I went back and looked at it, and she did have to go around the umpire to get there, and it was a much tougher play than I initially thought. 3-1 as it's upstairs. In my heart of hearts, I'm still a catcher, and I hold catchers to a very high standard behind the plate. texting Sam Fowler, the SID from Houston Victoria, and walked him through it, and he said, "Yeah, you might wanna rethink that one." Catches the inside corner. It's full, 3-2. In the air to left. Alana is giving chase. That's going to be a two-hopper to the wall. Moody's got a double, and Prim jogs on home from second. The first baseman, number 19, Jillian Howell. Got a feel for Camacho. There's not a lot of help coming behind her. Oh, and 1 the count. Trent Partridge down the third baseline. 0-2. Nice pitch at the knees. The 0-2. Right side. Fielded by Ruiz over to first. Generals are retired. They score 6 runs on 5 hits, helped along by 1 error. It's the top of the order for the Rams due up. So some changes for the Generals. Jackson's come on in center. Tucker's going to be in left, as that is down. Well, Trent Partridge coming over. So some changes defensively for the Generals. That is going to be an out. Balzaldua gets clipped the ball on her way to first. 0-0 the center fielder, Bella Rivero. So Jackson is in center. Nelson is at second. Brumley has taken over behind the plate. Tucker in left as that one's through for a single. Left fielder number 15, Alili Alanes. And Partridge with the promise that there will be a few more changes to come. A swinging bunt, Quackernack diving, the throw, got her! Valero up to second. Second baseman number 5, Emily Ruiz. Alanes, I think, was trying to move the runner over there, but saw Fontenot break toward the bag at second, so thought maybe she could sneak it past Quackernack and could not. That's the second diving play from Quack in 2 games. The first, a foul bunt down the third baseline towards home plate, as that's over for a strike in yesterday's doubleheader. On the ground and foul. An 0-2 count. No balls and 2 strikes on Ruiz. On a line, foul. Just foul. Ruiz misses what would have probably been an RBI double by inches. Cassidy Tucker giving chase. Into right, Moody coming on. Makes the diving catch for out number 3. A pair of very nice defensive plays in the inning, and we're headed to the bottom of the third. Nelson will lead off. So a whole bunch more changes for the Generals. And that's over for a called strike. This is why I have an erasable pen. Oh, fouled off Resendez's helmet. Oh, and 2 the count on Nelson. Swing and a miss for out number 1. That's going to bring up Cassidy Tucker. The left fielder, number 8, Cassidy Tucker. First pitch to Tucker misses the ball. Over for a called strike. Laced foul. It's 1 and 2. Haven Brooks has come out on deck to hit for Haley Fontenot. J.C. O'Connor slated to take Haley Primrose's spot. Lorena Williams will go to right field defensively. Soft line drive, fair, right down the line. Tucker rounding first to second. She's in, off, and back in. Pinch hitting for the Generals, number 1, Haven Brooks. So Brooks pinch hitting. First one misses. The 5th at-bat of the year for Brooks. She's 1 for 4 on the season. Hannah Jackson waits on deck. 2-0. Swing and a miss at the high stuff, 2-1. Had the hitters count. Over for a called strike, 2-2. Swing and a miss. So a pair of strikeouts on the inning. The center fielder, number 12, Hannah Jackson. Summer Brumley now on deck. It'll be her first plate appearance. She came on in the last half inning defensively. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Gets her swinging again, 1-2. Jackson 1 for 7 on the season. Has driven in 1 run. Here's the 1-2. Oh, fouled off Resendez. It's the second one this inning. Home plate umpire going to take a second here and allow Resendez to catch her breath. Always appreciated that as a catcher. And then if you're the catcher and the umpire gets hit too, you just kind of wander out to your pitcher and have a quick chit-chat about anything to give them a brief moment to recover. So it's a 1-2 count. 2 away here in the bottom of the third. Tucker on second. Jackson swings and misses. Camacho, 3 strikeouts on the inning. It'll be Cavazos, Resendez, and the pitcher Camacho due up at the top of the fourth. Top of the fourth inning, Cavazos will lead off. A pair of defensive changes for the Generals. Well, 3 if you count Haven Brooks. She remains in the game to play shortstop. Out in right field, Lorena Williams comes on for Kylie Moody. And Elena Boutte is now at first. So the only non-pitcher left in the game for the Generals from their original lineup is Yulia Quackernack. Swallow still out on the bump. Misses up high, 1-0 to start off the fourth. Trent Partridge getting some of his younger players into the game. Just to get him a little bit of experience. On the ground to short. Brooks. Over to Boutte for out number 1. Catcher number 22, Aaliyah Resendez. Swallow starts upstairs. One and one. JC O'Connor and Aaliyah Marrero left. Oh, bobbled by Quackernack. She will recover in time, though, to retire Resendez. The pitcher number 23, Kayla Camacho. Prepares to bunt, gets it down, and it will roll just foul. Another good play by Summer Brumley to watch that one intently go foul. A nice little spinning bunt from Camacho. Just trying to get a base runner here late. That one's through the 5-hole. One and one count on Camacho. Check swing. They'll check down at first. No. 2 and 1. 3 and 1. Swallow at 51 pitches, 33 strikes, and she's walked her counterpart. Right fielder 25, Kayla Guerrero. Over for a called strike. That'll be through the left side for a hit. Guerrero aboard. Right fielder number 11, Aiden Johnson. For 1 today. Called a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Pie, 1 and 1. Chop foul, 1 and 2. 2 outs on the inning. Guerrero getting the single to extend it. Into center, diving, not going to be able to get there is Jackson. Coming around a score, Camacho. Johnson gets the RBI. Shortstop number 12, Gracia Balsaldua. Inside corner, first strike, 0-1, so the Rams avoid the shutout. Off the fencing down there on the left field line. Tucker giving chase. One and two. Ooh, Brumley. They go up and get that one. Swallow trying to end the inning. Jackson, a couple steps to her right for out number 3. The Rams do get 1 run. They leave 2 stranded on 2 hits. Brumley, Quackernack, and Primrose due up. Bottom of the 4th, Brumley leading off. Marrero has come out on deck. And will hit for Yulia Quackernack. Want to know the count to the Generals backstop. The left-handed hitting Brumley. Call the strike 1-1. 113 pitches for Kayla Camacho today. On the ground, diving. Ruiz, the flip to first. They got her. Nice play by Ruiz into that right side hole. Pinch hitting number 24, Elia Marrero. So Marrero will pinch hit. And the first pitch she sees is up high. As the door continues to do door things here in the press box. Opening and closing with the wind. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. J.C. O'Connor is on deck. She'll hit for Haley Primrose. Two and one to Marrero. Marrero under that one, 2-2. Two ball, two strike count from Camacho to Marrero. Got her looking on the corner. Pinch hitting for the Generals, number 9, J.C. O'Connor. So now it's a brand new lineup minus Alyssa Swallow from when LSUA started this game. Inside corner for a strike 0-1. Ooh, inside. Getting out of the way was O'Connor, 1-1. Takes that one for a called strike. Game 2 coming up 25 minutes after game number 1. And on the outside corner, O'Connor down looking. So we'll head to the top of the 5th. Generals lead 17-1. Quackernack has come back on defensively. Roblero will lead things off here in the top of the 5th inning. First pitch swinging, Williams. A leaping grab for out number 1. Left fielder number 15, Alaili Alanes. First pitch swinging as well to center. Jackson camped under it. And 2 away. Second baseman number 5, Emily Ruiz. Swallow pitch number 66, called strike. This will be win number 11 for Swallow. Jackson to her right, line drive. Makes the catch, and that'll do it for the ball game. 17-1 the final. We'll take a 20-25 minute break, and we'll be back with game number 2 here from Alexandria.